I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think.
That goal is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
Here we go!
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pledger right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 941 FM, sasportstar.com. I am James Pledger. Thanks for riding with me, however you may be listening, whether it's on the radio at 94.1, online at sasportstar.com, or via our YouTube stream at sasportstar.com. Thank you for riding along at YouTube SA Sports Star. We are there. You can comment along like so many of y'all already in the chat up there doing. So appreciate all y'all for listening every day as we take you up to 7 o'clock, where Cowboys Crosstalk will take over at that point. But speaking of the Cowboys, they got a huge game this week. And it's not huge in terms of anything more than the amount of confidence they build going forward. If I was to ask you, personal question, and I'll tell you my own opinion on this. Which two teams, according to your eye test, are playing the best right now? Which two teams that you've seen are playing the absolute best brand of football over the last 5 to 6 weeks? I'll tell you, A, it's the San Francisco 49ers. B, it's the Dallas Cowboys. And after that, it's not really close. A lot of teams have had their issues. You could kind of say maybe Baltimore, but they've survived a lot of games in a similar fashion that the Eagles did. So those two teams are absolutely housing teams that they play. Dallas got in one close one with Seattle, and that was it. And other than that, they've been rolling week in, week out, game in, game out. Same can be said for San Francisco. Those two teams are the absolute best two teams, according to your eyes and according to what you've seen on the field currently in the NFL. Everybody else has had a hiccup. Everybody else has a flaw of some sort. Everybody else has something wrong. But Buffalo's playing well again. Buffalo has flaws, fatal flaws. Josh Allen's turnovers, his propensity to turn it over, one of those fatal flaws that they have. But nonetheless, over the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've been playing a lot better. So going up on the road to Buffalo, beating a team like that is playing well, that has some momentum against what a lot of people consider an elite quarterback, something they don't consider Dak Prescott, which, if you're to look at not career, season alone, take this season, put it in a bubble, Dak Prescott is, if not the best quarterback, one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league right now. Brock Purdy is one of the others. Jalen Hurts, a lot of other quarterbacks are injured that you would normally put on this list. Patrick Mahomes is great. He ain't playing better than Brock Purdy or Dak Prescott right now. Now, part of that is his weapons. He doesn't have a lot of help. That team leads the league in drops. Dallas is also up there in drops, though. So I look at the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's propensity to turn the ball over, Dallas's propensity to force turnovers, and this is the perfect marriage to go on the road, build some more momentum, answer another question in which you go, all right, man, that's another one for the belt. And look at the way New York's playing right now behind Tommy DeVito. Do you think the Eagles have both of those games locked up. I mean, they struggled against the Commanders this year. I think it's going to be very, very open if the Cowboys can run this gauntlet. And by running this gauntlet, they can shut up a lot of people. And the more they've won, the more I have come off of my, you got to show it to me, because they're showing it to me. I am impressed with what Dallas is doing. I am impressed with Mike McCarthy's offense. I'm impressed with his ability to take what he wanted to do, realizing it wasn't going to work, and adapting his philosophy to best suit the offense in this team. A lot of people would have been like, I told you I'm running the ball, even if it's at a detriment, right? A lot of coaches want to make sure that you know that their way is their way. Mike McCarthy saw the way that he wanted to do things wasn't going to work. So what's the best way to maximize the potential for this offense to create first downs and grind out the clock? Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Those two in concert, in conjunction, since that loss to San Francisco, have been running roughshod over the NFL. CD is, and I'm not even saying playing like, he's the number one receiver. He's one of the top receivers in the league. You got Tyreek up there. You got Justin Jefferson. You can throw CD into that mix. He and Dak Prescott are about to make a whole bunch of money because they are playing well with one another. Jake Ferguson has really proved that the Cowboys were right to have moved on from Dalton Schultz at the time. And he is proving to be one of those legit tight end ones, someone that you can count on in big moments, the same way you did Dalton Schultz. Only, I do believe Jake Ferguson is a bit better at setting the edge in the run game and blocking. Goldfinger123 says Joe has a crush on Ferg. He absolutely does. But he was also right about Jake Ferguson. The dude's a monster. I thought he was going to be a great player coming out of Wisconsin, but man, he has adapted a lot quicker to the game than I thought he would. It's Wisconsin tight ends. Wisconsin and Iowa, man, they just pump out tight ends. But there is a stigma around Dak Prescott and around Brock Purdy, for that fact, and some other quarterbacks that I don't quite agree with in totality. And the problem is, especially if the Cowboys win out over this stretch and get up into the playoffs and make a deep run, it's going to put a lot of narratives to bed, or it should. I'll tell you what I'm talking about next, right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's R&R in the morning.
Thursday on R&R in the morning, the big bad SEC schedule will be released. Also, did Adam Silver bring the hammer down on Draymond Green?
Has there been a LeBron sighting on the river? Have you seen AD out there in town? Did they win? We'll talk about it. It's Thursday. We're looking forward to a heck of a game at Orchard Park. Get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You've heard the buzz about IT jobs in cybersecurity and AI, right? Why not prepare for a career in these fields and take advantage of the high demand? You could enjoy a more rewarding and recession-resistant lifestyle. Train in just a few short months at My Computer Career. No experience necessary. Already in IT? Skill up for positions employers need to fill. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency. On low Febreze car clips right on your fit. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
It's the Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rind Appreciation Day celebration. Enter to win $5,000 cash, tailgating prizes, plus Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds when you pass the pigskin. Enter at porkrindappreciationday.com. That's porkrindappreciationday.com. And make sure to pick up the protein-packed, bold flavors of Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds today at H-E-B.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the OrthoNow Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. OrthoNow provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the core Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing. OrthoNow has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
This is Chris Canepa with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. Listen to this message I received.
First message.
Hi, Chris. This is Santa Claus. Hey, I'm calling to give you a heads up. Last Christmas, so many people asked me for a Connecticut water softener, but getting all those Connecticut units in and out of the sleigh, up and down the chimneys, well, it's not so good on my back. So I'm going to forward all those Connecticut wish lists directly to you. Here's Mrs. Claus.
Yes, Chris, thanks again for installing our Connecticut. I just love how soft my man's beard is, and my skin feels silky smooth, even here at the North Pole.
So if it's okay with you, I'll handle the toys, you handle the water softeners. Thanks, Chris. By the way, the elves just love your jingle.
Call 656 Pure Connecticut.
From all of us at Connecticut, Merry Christmas.
Oh, and Chris, I'm not a fan of the gluten-free cookies. Bye-bye.
Connecticut.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One Sports. Join us tonight at 6:30 for Monday Night Football, exclusively on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Appreciate everybody for reaching out, listening, commenting along with the show. Look, I made a video a week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it may be. It was one of our reels on our Instagram page at SA Sports Star, if you're not following, where we just kind of unload our thoughts on whatever's going on with teams. This week, I talked about the Texans, but last week, I believe it was the one where I was in my Oilers hoodie that I got, my sweatshirt, while I was down for the game. So, yeah, it would have been last week. I said, I'm tired of the Brock Purdy slander and disrespect. Because everybody wants to, and Rudy J was the impetus behind this take when I heard him trashing Brock Purdy one morning on R&R in the morning. And so it led me to, hey, I'm done. I'm done listening to it. And then this week I had to hear Micah Parsons talk about he could do Brock Purdy's job or Tua Tagovailoa's job. All he's got to do is throw it deep to Tua, throw it short to Deebo Samuel. And Cam Newton, the next in line to bleep all over Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, and yes, even one Dakota Rain Prescott.
Brock Purdy, but Brock, they're not winning because of him.
He's not turning the ball over.
He's managing the game. And if we were to put that in its own right as game managers, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and really Dak Prescott. These are game managers. They're not difference makers.
And when you say game manager, I'm not asking you to go out and win the game. I'm just asking you not to lose.
Not to lose the game. Listen, motherfucker. I don't give a damn what you do. You don't have to score every time. You just don't have to throw a pick every time either. If we're going to really call a spade, a game manager is different than a game changer.
How? How, Cam? Because I'll tell you what. Brock Purdy is more than a game manager. I've seen Kyle Shanahan's system in multiple iterations with multiple quarterbacks. It's only worked with a couple of them. Is it because they just manage the game? Or is it because they actually can play quarterback? Trey Lance couldn't do it in Kyle Shanahan's system. Jimmy Garoppolo, now, I'll go there. He's a great game manager. He was just good enough to where they were always looking to replace him. CJ Beathard, Nick Mullins. Game manager means come in and don't screw it up. Micah Parsons. If Brock Purdy is simply throwing screens to Deebo Samuel, then why is he lead the league in yards per attempt and yards per completion, excuse me. Why is that the case? If Dak is a game manager, why isn't he turning it around and handing it off and simply just converting third downs? Because he's not. He wasn't even last year. Yes, the interceptions were up, but he overcame those interceptions on the field. Now, I knew they'd eventually be the downfall of the team, but his interceptions did not hinder them from going 12-5. As a matter of fact, he overcame those interceptions all year last season. Who else did he say? Tua Tagovailoa. I've seen that offense with Skylar Thompson. I've seen that offense with a few different quarterbacks. Processing quickly, finding the man, putting it in a place where they can run after the catch. Like, those are quarterback traits, not game manager traits. Those are elite quarterback traits that these quarterbacks have. These are some of the top quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Not everybody can be Patrick Mahomes. And hell, until this year, a lot of us didn't want to give Lamar Jackson credit for being great. He won an MVP and is still yet to make it past the first round of the playoffs. Everybody is searching for greatness on the elitist of the elite levels. Problem is, a whole bunch of this league is right there together. You've got your couple up at the top, however you want to rake them. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Insert quarterback you think may be there. And then a bunch of guys that are all grouped very closely together. Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, who looks to have taken a step back this year, by the way. Is that on the offensive coordinator? Has it changed that much? Is it that difficult to get on the same page with the new offensive coordinator and Brian Johnson than it was Shane Steichen, who is now in Indy, who has made Gardner Minshew into a quarterback that is trying to lead his team into the postseason on the AFC side of things? The disrespect comes from, I don't know if it's jealousy or just knowing that that guy's not the quote unquote guy in terms of the best one that you could possibly have. The problem is those guys in the middle are being pushed down even further. And I don't even want to say middle because they're the top. They're just the next tier of the top. If I was to say currently, would you rather have Trevor Lawrence or Dak Prescott? Maybe on reputation, a lot of people would pick Trevor Lawrence because he's new. He's exciting. He was the number one overall pick in the draft. He ain't been playing better than Dak Prescott over the last 4 or 5 years. Maybe you could look at potential upside with him and make that determination. But nothing on the field has shown you that Dak Prescott is the worst quarterback. Justin Herbert, same thing. Massive contract, massive loads of potential. He has not done one thing in this league that makes you go, he is better than Dak Prescott as a quarterback at this point in time. Now, there are indicators to where you could go, hey, he may be better at some point. But remember, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Everybody missed on him. Kirk Cousins was a 4th-round pick. The league is scattered with quarterbacks that were missed on, but they just had it. The league missed on Brock Purdy. The San Francisco 49ers are reaping the benefits of that miss by owning up to a mistake that they made at the top of the draft and going, it doesn't matter. We have our guy. Cowboys did that same thing with Dak Prescott, 4th-round pick. Tony Romo's the franchise guy, all the money. Dak got in the game. Tony Romo's now in the booth. When you see it, you know it. Don't be afraid to admit it. Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, different guys in terms of the rest of the league in quarterbacks, because there's a sharp fall off when you start getting to around the names of Matt Stafford, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, starting quarterbacks in this league. They ain't that, though. They ain't Purdy. They ain't Dak. And they are now MVPs with two of the best offenses in the entire NFL and two of the best teams right now in the NFL, to where if you were to throw a dart at a dartboard, go, which two teams are the best playing right now? Boom, boom. MVP candidate 1 and 2. Take your pick. Really doesn't matter. I'm tired of the disrespect. It's not about dink and dunks. It is about the weapons around you, because yes, great quarterback. Tom Brady was at his best when he had weapons around him. It happens. You need talent to win. It's hard to do it with bits and pieces like Mahomes did last year, cobbling together your receiving core. And you can tell that's caught up with them this year. Stop disrespecting Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. Cam Newton, Rudy J. I don't care who you are. This is about production within an offense, and these guys are doing what others aren't. Remember, the Cowboys did go 4-1 without Dak Prescott last year, but that offense didn't look the same, and it hit a different level when he got back from that injury. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger. The Spurs getting ready to take on the Lakers. We got the latest for you. How can they break out of this losing streak? Do we have a chance tonight if there is no LeBron and AD? And most importantly, what's the future of the San Antonio Spurs, and how quickly do we expect this to turn around? This is Extra Innings with Pledger right here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM and SASportsStar.com.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Cowboys battle the Buffalo Bills this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. It'll be a cold one in Buffalo.
But they gone back to Dak. He's taking another shot in the end zone. Left side of the end zone. Touchdown.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, it's Amanda, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're so easy for the holidays. They're warm and flavorful. It's always the crowd pleaser. When I put down a nugget tray, everyone is happy.
Hey, this is Brian, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is the joy that it brings to me and everybody around me during the holidays. They're warm, juicy, and delicious.
Cater the holidays with Chick-fil-A today. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Pro Paint Days are back for MVP's Pro Rewards members at Lowe's. Now through December 15th, you can earn 10% back in paint rewards via Lowe's e-gift card when you spend $100 or more on qualifying paint purchases. Plus, save $10 on a new and exclusive 5-gallon pail of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Drywall PVA Primer and Sealer. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid 12/4 through 12/15. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/L/pro loyalty terms. Subject to change.
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. Now through December 17th, all of Diamond's Direct Diamond Classics are 25% off. That's all diamond earrings, all diamond bracelets, all diamond pendants, an incredible 25% off. Special financing, too. Get the perfect gift at the best value price all year. 25% savings on all diamond earrings, bracelets, and pendants. Now through the 17th only, and only at Diamonds Direct. Get details, directions, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hormones can affect everything. Energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
Gomez Law Firm has been taking care of the people of San Antonio for almost 50 years. The leader in personal injury law. Jose, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
We do ride-sharing cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
We've been around for almost 50 years, and we're not going anywhere.
Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
The best place to catch all your favorite football games is Twin Peaks. And this Sunday, San Antonio Sports Star is going to be out at the Twin Peaks Days of Valor location to cheer on the Cowboys. Come Sunday Fun Day with us starting at 1. 29-degree beer, tasty snacks served up by the lovely ladies at Twin Peaks, and your chance to win tickets to see the Toadies with special guest Local H at the Aztec Theater. That's this Sunday at the Twin Peaks Days of Valor location starting at 1. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Get the home field advantage every time with Fairfield by Marriott, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Whether you're a student athlete working toward your championship dreams or your team's biggest fan, Fairfield by Marriott has everything you need to get ready for game day. From comfortable guest rooms to complimentary hot breakfast, Fairfield is part of the Marriott Bonvoy portfolio of hotels and official hotel partner of the NCAA. Visit fairfield.marriott.com to book your next game day stay.
If you're a man and you live in San Antonio or the surrounding areas, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Are you having issues rising to the occasion? Do you constantly worry about whether or not you can perform? Have you completely stopped having adult time? Is it something you just don't talk about? Guys, we have a solution. Mojo, the 100% guaranteed male enhancement pill that's fast, effective, and was designed to reignite passion, performance, and confidence in the bedroom. Yeah. Be ready at a moment's notice with the Mojo Male Enhancement Pill from Pure Line Nutrition. And for those of you who have used Mojo, check out Mojo Enduramax.
Touchdown!
A new formula that improves the potency and effectiveness of Mojo. Get fast results, last longer, and be the man she'll never forget. Mojo and Mojo Enduramax, 100% natural male enhancement formulas, only available at Pure Line Nutrition. Call now, 210-494-2210. That's 210-494-2210. Or visit us online at thepureline.com.
It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at sasportstar.com. Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on your Amazon or Google smart speaker and just say, Alexa, play 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. I am James Pledger. Thanks for riding along with me. Take you up to 7 o'clock when Cowboys Crosstalk will take over. But the San Antonio Spurs are in action tonight on what is a Wemby Wednesday.
Victor Wembanyama.
And we have an update as to the Lakers' status for tonight's game. LeBron James is out with a left calf contusion. Although Anthony Davis and his left adductor and hip spasm, and Jared Vanderbilt with his low back spasm, both are active. So, no LeBron, but you still have Anthony Davis. I look at the Spurs in a wide-ranging form, because I think a lot of what's being said is, if not right, close. There's frustration that is felt with losing, and I get that. And there is an apathy and a disconnect, and you want everything to be better instantaneously. And that's hard to get. That is a hard result to come by, is instantaneous fixing. And the Spurs got lucky. They did that once before. A couple times, actually. They got Wemby. They got the prize they were searching for. But that's all they really have. And I am a victim of this offseason. There is a thought process of how great is the talent we have. And we tricked ourselves into thinking that Keldon is better than he might possibly be. Like, oh man, he's if not Batman, he's a Robin. Like, he's one of the guys that can help you carry a team. Devin Vassell, we think he can be that guy. We're tricking ourselves into Malachi Branham and other players on this team that could be worthy of not just being a starter, but being an impact player. Spurs only have a couple of impact players on this team. You've got Wemby. You've got Vassell. And there's debate on how much of an impact Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan would have on a championship caliber team and where they would fit on those, if they'd even be starting. That's what this season was about, right? We all took a step back and went, all right, they didn't do anything. And I said there was one of two routes that the Spurs could take this offseason. They're going to go surround Wemby with a bunch of veteran talent and make some moves in free agency with their draft picks, or they were going to ride out this youth movement, see what fit around Wemby, and then address it again either at the trade deadline or in the offseason. You can't rip the Band-Aid off mid-process, or the wound won't heal properly. We're committed to this. They pot committed to, let's see what we got in these young guys. Part of seeing what we got in these young guys is seeing if they can transition Jeremy Sohan into a point guard. I understand it's not working to the effect that a lot of people would like it to. We're not getting the instantaneous result we would like. But the Spurs are pot committed to this process. So you at least have to give it to the trade deadline before making any drastic changes. And likely, there's a good possibility that they might just run this thing into the offseason and find out where they are and reevaluate and stack their chips at that point. Maybe that's when they decide, these are the players worth keeping. These are the players that can contribute around Wemby. These other pieces, we need to either find them new homes, get what we can for them, and surround with veteran leadership. I don't think it is the route that a lot of us wanted to take, but I do believe it's the route that the Spurs are taking. Move on from that. That being said, we move on to tonight's game. No LeBron, but Anthony Davis is still there. And I see your calls. I'll get to them. I promise. Wemby is not going to get his chance at least to play against LeBron in this game, something he was apparently very much looking forward to.
Of course, it's a icon, and it's just somebody that as a kid you see on TV all the time, and of course going to feel even more special.
Have you had any conversations with him, like personally? No. Are you looking forward to maybe
being able to talk to him a little bit on the floor?
Of course, it's somebody that must have a lot of good advice, a lot of knowledge, probably the most knowledge out of every player in this league. So it's definitely someone that I could learn some stuff from.
That was Victor Wembanyama post game after their loss the other night, talking about their upcoming game against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, which is coming up here in just a few minutes. But I always say, if y'all want to get in on the conversation. DJ Fresh telling me to preach. I guess he likes what I'm saying about the San Antonio Spurs. Others, like our good friend and the general manager at one of the finest golf courses in town, the Golf Club of Texas, one Mr. Bo Hugh decided to call in, and I am not sure if he likes or dislikes what I'm saying right now. Bo, how you doing, my man?
How you doing, dude? Hey, yeah. So, just bringing the kids home from
Are
some
you out
dinner.
of protocol?
Huh?
Are you out of concussion protocol?
I'm clear to drive. I'm clear to go. I'm good. So, question here. I mean, from what you're talking, I'm sure no one thought the Spurs would be in the situation we're at. How does, and this does not play well for Rudy's mortgage, but for our hypothetical sake, what if, the Spurs are one of the top three worst again, right? And they're in a lottery type situation. What's the crop look like this coming up? Like, is there a point guard that,
There are a couple of point guards in this draft, actually. Alexander Sarr, Nikola Topic is another name. A lot of international point guards that are bigger point guards in this draft upcoming. And yeah, that would be one route you would look at. You could also look at it as a top pick like that is massive trade capital if you're attempting to really swing big at a massive name at some point this offseason. It can go both directions.
Yeah. I just think in the spirit of, for the Spurs, maintaining optimism, a real rational Spurs fan shouldn't have thought we would have been competing into this year, right? So at this point, I almost look at it again as like, hey, well, maybe team tank year 2 again and, get some good capital or get some another young talent to go with that could then attract a huge free agent. And you know what? I'm going to say this right here, and people, if Minix was around, he'd probably lose his mind. But I think, what's his name? I just went on my brain. The guy they said to stop booing.
Oh, Mr. Greg Popovich?
That's not who we are. Knock off the booing.
Or are you talking about the guy they were booing in Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi, he's a free agent next year, right?
I believe he has an option on his contract.
But I'm just saying, crazier things have happened, right? And
absolutely.
How crazy would it be if the Spurs got a top 3, top 5 pick, got a good point guard talent, something, to mesh with Wemby, and then attracted that big free agent name.
Well, I have another free agent that is coming. There is a certain man that is tied up his free agency with his son being eligible for the draft. One USC commit, Bronny James.
Oh my gosh, that would be. He's in this draft coming up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a year removed from high school at that point, so yeah, he could be.
Oh wow, that would be crazy. I mean, either way, I just think positive things are going to happen. Like right now, they're just playing with Play-Doh is the way I look at it. Like, they're trying their best. Obviously, Wemby has a big learning curve that he needs to do, but I'm impressed with that he hasn't gotten injured yet. I mean, you look at a guy like the guy from New Orleans who can't get under 300 pounds, this shows you how much I know about basketball. I know where they're at, but I'm a football guru, like But yep, I just wanted to call in and just throw that out there, buddy. Good talking to you, my man. Love your show, dude.
Appreciate it, Bo. He is Bo LaHue. He is the general manager at one of the finest golf courses in town, out there off 1604, just out past 90, the Golf Club of Texas. It is fantastic, and with the rain we are getting and the condition it's been in already, it is in the best shape that I can ever remember it. And I remember it when it first opened. So congratulations to Bo and their staff out there, his greenskeeper. They have done a phenomenal job putting that course together. And I'll tell you what, ride this thing out. Alexander Sarr, Topic, keep going young, or flip for more, flip for veterans. It is a path that we will figure out, but it is a future path, and it does us no good to get mad now at a process that they committed to early just to see where they were at. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger. We're going to take a quick break, come back, put a bow on the show right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, and SASportsStar.com.
It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at SASportsStar.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Twin Peaks is honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every Friday at the Bourbon and Brews Party. Get to Twin Peaks from 5 to 7 p.m. every Friday to experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. Cheers from Twin Peaks.
Oh, Christmas leaks, oh, Christmas leaks. You make our carpet squishy.
Here at Quartermoon Plumbing, we know all your Christmas wants, like the popular leaky faucet, the overflowing toilet, or the trendy clogged sewer line. No matter what list you're on, naughty or nice, Quartermoon Plumbing will answer your call fast and fix your emergency quickly so you can get back to your Coco and caroling.
651-5899.
License number M16004. DACLA 000743458E.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts that pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to hand-stitched leather jackets, Birch will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Some might call me obsessed, but if you shop for holiday gifts at Kohl's, you get it. With their friends and family sale, I got 25% off already great deals, like 40% off comfy tech gear activewear. Then I saved 30% on Lego building sets, 30% on Cozy Kookaburra by UGG bedding, and earn Kohl's cash. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why I love Kohl's, and why you'll love it too. Select styles, Lego and Koala Bear by UGG. Coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. Offers end December 17th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Don't go through another year with that awful joint pain. Call QC Kinetics right now and make 2024 the year you go back to living a normal life again. Hey, it's James Pledger with San Antonio Sports Star. QC Kinetics can give you your life back. They're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. These are all natural treatments that can repair and restore that damaged tissue, giving you pain-free movement again. QC Kinetics has tens of thousands of satisfied patients around the country. People who have had knee, back, shoulder pain, who were able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. If you have pain from an old injury or pain associated with arthritis, you need to check this out. The future of medicine is here with the regenerative treatments from QC Kinetics. Make the call now so you can get the most out of 2024. Get back to doing what you love, and don't forget, you can use your HSA and FSA funds. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. Locations in Hollywood Park, Westover Hills, and New Braunfels.
This is Jim Rome. Join me weekdays at noon on my new home, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pledger right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. Thank you all for riding along with me this evening as we get you ready for Cowboys Crosstalk coming up here at the top of the hour. And look, the Houston Texans, they've got a tough one because C.J. Stroud's in concussion protocol. We are uncertain about his availability for this week's game. The way that concussion hit, I wouldn't expect it, but can Davis Mills lead what is now looking like a very formidable team in the Tennessee Titans after their win over Miami? I think he can, but this team has to play better defensively. There was too much given up to Zach Wilson. I appreciate y'all for riding along with me. Cowboys Crosstalk is next here on San Antonio Sports Star.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts that pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to hand-stitched leather jackets, our in-store experts will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn. Unwrap